So, you're interested in starting an EcoTown. However, there are many printed guidelines which are dense, boring, and you fall asleep reading them. So, instead of going through all those papers, sit back, relax, and let us present to you some basics in a more pleasant way. Imagine living in a place like this, where the air is fresh, the water is clean, where your food comes from the farm down the lane, and your neighbors are all active in a close-knit community. Is this idea utopian? Yes, but it is possible with this unique solution, an EcoTown. It's akin to the video game The Sims, except in real life and without a green plumb bob over your head. A balance in daily life and potential for customization form important backbones in the EcoTown. As a pioneer, you can take part in the design of all aspects of your EcoTown. Where do you live? Where's the nearest train station? Do your children have to walk uphill both ways through the snow to get to school? How big are your parks? What are your speed limits? Which forms of renewable energy does the town implement the most? The local government is all-inclusive, where each citizen has an equal voice in town decisions. Communication within the organizational structure of the town is important to keep the social and financial aspects of your EcoTown strong. Citizens may also exchange products, services, and ideas through local social networks. Not sure what to cook for dinner? See what the local farms are offering fresh from the day's harvest. Want to redecorate your home? Support local artists by shopping from their selections of paintings and pottery. Citizens can export their products and services outside of the community for national currency, in addition to selling them internally for local currency points. In this sort of local currency system, a small percentage is extracted with every transaction to sustain local programs and infrastructural improvements. In an EcoTown, you are encouraged to pursue your passion as your career and earn money doing what you love. So what is necessary for a successful EcoTown? An EcoTown is more than what it sounds like. Although environmental stewardship is an important aspect, sustainability in all aspects of life are vital for its success.
This presentation about EcoTown will present you the planning process, the key factors, the economical aspects, the social aspects, the organizational aspect, and the synergies.
The planning process. 1. Town concept.
Eco-friendly, sustainable, smart town, and permaculture.
2. Overall targets.
Environmental target, energy target, economy target, social and cultural.
Guidelines.
Project design guidelines, town design guidelines, and community design guidelines.
4. Town structure services.
Land management, systems operation maintenance, public services, system decentralization.
5. Activities of individuals.
Food production, cultural, healthy lifestyle, eco-living, and job creations.
Key factors in planning a successful EcoTown design.
EcoTown should be site-specific, meaning that it should be adapted to the specific culture, climate, geographical location, type of soil, local material, local flora and fauna, renewable energy potential, and so on.
Before starting the development project, we need to also look for support from a global, national, or regional network. It can be an international organization and partnerships such as the UN. These organizations have a certain goals and directive in sustainability and energy efficiency and have programs and funding for it. This directive can be adapted into the national framework and then translated into more detailed guidelines for EcoTown.
Ecological certification is also important to serve as a proof that the project is ecologically responsible.
Engaging the public and community in the planning process is also essential to develop a sense of ownership, gain some insight, local wisdom, knowledge and information to have design that is tailored to the inhabitants' needs. It can be in the form of workshops, data-driven design and feedback loop.
Now we will focus on the economical aspect and about the local medium of exchange.
The objective is to encourage local economy and the purchase of local products and services to improve local economic activity.
To encourage local exchanges, we can use a local currency, which is by definition territorial. Thus, it is only used by certain businesses, like small shops and local food producers.
A local currency is adapted to a local economic situation. It helps solving economical challenges.
To create a social link, a local currency can build a local common system of exchange, which is a factor that fosters social cohesion.
To defend ethics, the user of a local currency respects ecological or social ethics. The purpose is a sustainable human development. This money doesn't fly to other countries because of fraud and tax avoidance.
An interesting idea about local currencies is that a little money of amount, 3%, can be given to local associations in order to foster local development and to defend local identity, with childcare services, tuitions in a regional language, for example. We see that with this introduction of the local currency, the social services in the EcoTown would be improved.
It is important when we talk about local currencies to note that the money is generated and managed by the citizens themselves, working under an associative frame. The transactions are saved on the internet.
Local currency is not a substitution to a stronger national currency. It needs to work in parallel. So now we will talk about the time-based currency.
A time-based currency is an alternative currency where the unit of exchange is the person hour.
Some time-based currencies value everyone's contributions equally. 1 hour equals 1 service credit. In these systems, one person volunteers to work for an hour for another person. Thus, they are credited with 1 hour, which they can redeem for an hour of service from another volunteer.
Time banking is a pattern of reciprocal service exchange that use units of time as a currency. It is an example of a complementary monetary system. A time bank, also known as a service exchange, is a community that practices time banking.
Time banking is primarily used to provide incentives and rewards for work such as mentoring children, caring for the elder people, work usually done on a voluntary basis, which a pure market system devalues.
Life is the first social network for time exchange. It is originally from Brazil, but today is established in the UK and has more than 60,000 users in 100 countries. The platform is free of charge and the company profits from Live groups as a solution for companies, co-working, universities and schools that want to promote a collaborative environment to their employees and students. Now we will switch to the social aspects and open data engagement.
In the planning process, online polls where public can choose which change or plan that they want to see being implemented in the town. Community can give suggestions and critiques on the planning.
In the implementation stage, the public can follow up the construction process in open report on ongoing projects. This transparency helps to build trust and confidence.
During the operational stage, a social platform helps sharing and exchanging knowledges, products, items such as tools and equipment. A real-time monitoring system about the town's energy consumption, water usage and quality, waste management could be used.
Now we will learn more about the organizational aspect. Job opportunities in the town.
Full-time or part-time job combo, local ecological production, cooperative financial and building organization, distribution city nearby, networking with other towns.
Town activities.
Food production like permaculture and holistic grazing. Cultural with festivals, workshops, community activities. Co-living and co-working.
Town structure and services.
Land and asset management, systems operation and maintenance, public services with elderly care, childcare, public transportation system, bike sharing, school, library, community, center, etc. System decentralization, decentralized waste, water and energy management from the city.
And community design guidelines, as we talked at the beginning.
As a conclusion, we will see the synergies between the organizational, financial, and social aspects.
Social and financial. Local media of exchange and time-based currency helps foster local development and make stronger bonds in the community.
Financial and organizational. The implementation of good management practice in the town services and activities can make stronger local economy and generate new jobs in production and services.
Organizational and social. Open data engagement, social platform, and real-time management system can help sharing knowledge, ideas, give input and suggestions to better manage and organize the town services and increase social meetings and interactions.
Ecotowns work not only towards sustainability, but also towards spreading the idea and concept of ecotowns. Workshops, tourism, web pages, and other forms of public relations may be used both as a source of income for the community and investment in new potential partners and neighbors, new ecotowns. As the idea of a lifestyle of sustainable living as an attractive alternative spreads, we can begin to make a huge change in both our health, our environment, and our world. There is no way to an ecotown, and ecotown is the way.